welcome to the Hope Hotline. Thank you for joining us on this hot, sticky Wednesday. I'm always here for the weather. Always.
True. It's Florida.
It is.
We're here. And
Somebody told me it's going to be at the end of the week, or wait a minute, is it next week? The index is going to be like 103.
Crazy.
I believe it.
I'm burping. Can you believe that? 103. I don't know
I
who
can't
that
keep my
was,
hair
but
straight
Oh,
anymore.
yeah. Yeah, it says 95 on Saturday, so I'm sure that, because that's hot for May, 95.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Feels like,
We were spoiled.
I know, we were.
We were extremely cold winter
Yeah.
to already a very hot summer. That's like August weather.
That is correct. Yeah, for sure.
Like every article of clothing that you can possibly think that I'm wearing right now is sticking to me somehow.
Yeah.
Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to live anywhere else. Don't get me wrong.
Right. But we have to complain about it because we're
Hello.
Of course.
and it's begun.
Of course.
It's begun.
But oh my gosh, I could not believe that. 103 next week.
Okay. Well, everybody prepare to stay inside. That's what we do.
Yep. Pull your hair back in a nice little scrunchie and sit in your pool.
Or
That's
that.
the great
Yes.
thing. That's the
Yes.
difference between being up north in the freezing cold temperatures
Totally agree.
to being down here. At least.
At least.
If, up there, like I'll complain about it being hot, but I'm not going to die. You can't go outside in those temperatures and expect
You'll
to
die.
live.
You'll literally die.
Hypothermia.
Hypothermia.
Yep.
Turn purple.
Like who wants to go out in that? At least
Not
in the
me.
heat, we can go out. We can sit in the water.
And you
We
have to,
can
like,
experience.
Get so much clothes on too. Like you have
Yeah.
to.
Oh
Like,
my
especially when you have
gosh.
kids.
Yes.
And then you have more than one kid.
Oh my gosh, don't
And then
even.
as soon as everything's on, then they're like, I gotta pee.
Oh my gosh.
No.
I remember those days.
I know, me
And not
too.
because I had a child, but because it was me.
I once
True.
peed in my snowsuit
I believe it.
because I didn't want to go inside.
Almost, or you did.
I did.
Oh my gosh.
Because I didn't want to go inside because I had all this. It was like one of our
That's too
blizzards. I don't know. And there was like just snow everywhere and we were having so much fun. I was like, I'm wearing this. I have layers on.
Oh,
I
tons.
have this huge snowsuit on. I'm like, I'm just going to pee in and nobody's going to know.
How old were you? 10?
Then it got
15?
really cold.
10 or 15?
And I,
How old were you?
I don't
10?
know, maybe like 10.
Yeah.
8, 10.
That's like a 7-year-old maybe might think that. A 10-year-old is rationalizing.
Not worth
And
it.
I ended up having to go inside
Because it got cold
it got cold.
It does get cold.
It was,
when you
I was
get
very
wet.
wet at
Yes.
that point and now cold.
and disgusting.
Yeah.
and smelly.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get when people complain about how hot it is down here. I'm like, we can go inside to the air condition
right.
and then still go back outside.
Go
Right.
wade in a pool.
Go in the pool.
beach.
I know.
Or that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
There's ways to cool off here. There's no ways if you're outside in the freezing cold temps to warm up unless you have layers upon layers. And who wants that?
Not me.
Not me.
No
I'll
way.
live down here for the rest of my life and be happy and content.
True.
And like, there's lots of people, I see it all the time, like
Yeah.
TikTokers and stuff like that. Either they absolutely are all coming down here and living, or they all hate it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a love-hate
It
relationship
is.
down here.
It is.
And I'm
especially
like,
hurricane season. Once that passes, people get too stressed out and they're like, I'm out.
I love it.
If you're not committed, you can't stay here.
Yeah. I mean, I can't see
Namaste.
myself anywhere else.
I love Florida.
After that one, what was the name?
Hurricane Ian,
No, not Ian.
Charlie, Helene,
No.
Milton.
Irene. No.
Yeah, there was an Irene.
Oh.
The one that we
Irma.
evacuated. Irma.
And all of us left.
And
I
we
didn't.
evacuated. It was the first time. It was our first storm. We evacuated. It was supposed to be the size of Florida. I was like, heck no, I'm leaving.
I stayed.
I should have stayed.
That was a
After
nightmare for
that, I was
people.
like, I'm never evacuating.
Evacuated into the storm.
Are you serious?
Oh my word. Are you kidding me?
No, we went to Orlando.
And got blasted.
Yes.
I know because.
But it wasn't as bad as they said because we
No.
prayed and
No.
it died.
No,
we got
it's
back to
nothing.
our house that we were renting. We never even lost power.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. I hated you so much for that
Exactly.
I know. I hated myself.
because we didn't have power.
Literally.
But I have a thunderstorm at my house. and we have no power.
That's true. It takes
this week-
nothing.
oh
for
my
you
gosh.
guys. Yeah.
It's so funny because the other morning, I think it was Monday. It was like 8:30 in the morning, and Heather was already here working at the church, and I was at the gym, and I think she was still at her house or about to leave, and she was asking me, she's like, or I wasn't at the gym, I was walking the dog I just came back from the gym. She's like, is your lights flickering? Is your power going on and off? And I'm like, are you kidding me? There's there's not even rain.
I know.
It was windy, Norma said. It's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. No.
I love where I live too. Like, you'll have to pluck me out of that place.
Yeah, it's scary over there. It's like Amazon. Like,
It is not
you go in
scary.
and it's like hee 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 hoo hoo hoo. Like you hear that like as you go through. That's why you make those noises for Pastor Tom. You drive down. It's like you're like looking over your shoulder.
It is not scary out there. Are
So
you kidding
scary.
me?
Yes, it is.
So
I'm
scary.
scared to walk, even with Annie and Tommy.
Yeah.
Hannah went over and she's like, where the heck do they live?
Walk to her car.
She's like, I don't know.
She won't even walk from my house
my
to her
gosh.
That's crazy.
her house.
That's
I
at
would not
night.
either.
It's like 2 houses.
Scary.
No.
We might have a fear problem in our church. Maybe we need to work
I
on
know,
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
I might have to lead that one so I can overcome it myself.
Yeah,
Aren't
yeah.
you supposed to preach
You're not
the thing?
supposed to lead the very
Yeah.
thing that you're afraid of.
That's what you're supposed to
I
do.
will
You
lead
preach
you.
to yourself. Okay, fine. Hope leads us. We all have.
I'll beat the fear out of you.
I believe it.
My gosh. That's ridiculous.
We'll have it at your house in the woods.
We'll play manhunt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We'll play manhunt.
That will get
That'll
your
get
cortisol
ya.
levels
we
up.
can
nice
play
and high.
Hunger Games.
Tommy
Ooh,
will
I like
love
that.
it.
Tommy will love that. No,
He'll be
Tommy
all
would
in.
scare me.
Me, Kristen, and Norma won the last manhunt, right? We sat in a bush for literally like 2 hours straight. Our
That's
legs
commitment.
were numb.
And Norma said
That's
Kristen
commitment.
had to pee.
Yes.
Of course she did.
So bad.
She was scared. I
She
get
was
it.
scared.
I get it.
Yeah.
You got to you got to do what you got to do to win those games.
Oh my gosh, ridiculous. Power to the people, power to the girls.
Absolutely.
They didn't think we could win.
They all told us that way we were gonna lose.
Yeah. We were like, no, we're going to prove you guys freaking wrong.
All the guys think you're going to lose.
You can't hear a word Norma's saying right now. Sure. Norma's coming, so you can hear
She's
what she
coming.
has to say.
This is very important information.
All the boys said we were gonna lose, so I said, "Watch this." I dove into some palmetto bushes and I dug into the
No.
ground, and I stayed in that hole.
We were literally in the woods.
Isn't that where cockroaches live?
Yeah,
Probably. I don't know.
Vanessa,
Kristen,
don't you call them cockroaches?
Cockroaches.
Cockroaches?
Cockroaches.
Kristen hid in underneath a
Like a
tree that
huge
fell.
Tree log, yeah.
Talia was doing like a back bend for like 2 hours, and I was in
That's
a hole.
crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely not.
How do you say it? Cockroaches.
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 Cucarachas.
There you go.
That's why it's a cockroacha. Because it's la cucarachas.
It's cucaracha.
That's right, girl. All righty.
Okay.
Do we have any announcements?
Yes.
Lay them on us, girl.
Okay. Real quick.
Okay.
Just real quick. Okay. So if you're on Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble, as you know, say hi to us in the chat. And a special announcement is no podcast next Wednesday. So if you try to come onto the podcast, we will not be here. So I've got my stepdaughter, Alexis, is graduating high school.
Woohoo!
So she's such a big girl. And yeah, so just don't come on Wednesday. But Friday, we'll be back. And then I think we're going to have a summer schedule. So we'll have that out too. You and I
We
will
are.
confirm that and
We are
let
gonna
you
have a
know what I
summer
found
schedule.
out. And we'll have a summer schedule.
Which will be nice for some and not nice for others.
True. It's kind of like we do abide summer schedule too. And some people are like, okay. And then others are like, not okay.
Like,
I know. But you know what's really cool is when Vanessa and I started that, there was nothing at the church. You were doing your Sunday 756th week of Revelation Bible study.
oh yeah,
And
that was a nightmare.
And that was it. And that was it. So there wasn't a whole lot going on. Obviously, we had like the random nights and stuff, but now we have so much going on.
Yeah, because we were in the old building.
Right.
So there
Right.
really wasn't.
Yeah.
But when we moved here,
Yeah.
man, it
I know.
opened up so much
really did.
for us to be able to do.
There's so
which
many opportunities.
people love Abide. How many people on average do you have? This is a testament
So
to
our online presence, we have about 80 ladies in our group.
And what do you mean online presence?
We have a WhatsApp group that we stay connected. So we meet physically on Tuesday, and then the conversation keeps going all week long online.
Yeah. So some of those people oscillate out. Some of them have babies right now, so it's hard for them to attend.
Yeah.
You know, just different
but it
seasons
keeps
of life.
everybody connected.
It does.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
And then in person, we can range from 20, 35, sometimes 40.
Yeah.
Okay, but how many kids?
So we have
That's a whole nother
we've
story.
implemented a new rule. So we have 5+ outside.
Yeah.
So it's cut down on our kids a ton.
By how many?
We
Whoa.
we used to have 35 kids that would
Right.
come.
Yeah.
But now it's much more minimal, and some of the kids are getting older too, so they'll stay home with their older siblings.
gotcha.
So it has shifted a lot.
Yeah.
It's much different now.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
It
But
is.
not
It's
nice.
less
Well, I mean-
interruptions. But I know it is kind of sad for the ones that have little ones now.
I
And we,
know.
I mean, yeah. So it's
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I know. But
mean,
we
that's
do.
life.
But we do
and-
have hubs, and we
Right.
have.
Well,
other-
that's the thing.
right.
That's the thing. If people really want to come, then
We
they-
offer childcare here for Monday nights and Wednesdays, and so
There's
and we
plenty
can
of.
we could probably move the location to the church, but I think there's just something special about meeting in a home, and I don't know.
I know.
It's just
Yes, there is.
yeah, God hasn't said
Don't
that
change.
No.
Don't
I know.
change. If it ain't broke, don't fix
yet.
it. I
know.
mean,
I know.
It's not.
seriously.
It's been and it's been so great, and it definitely was never something Vanessa and I were like, we're doing this long term. We were just like, okay,
No.
there's no end, so we'll just do what God tells
we're
us to
going
do.
on our 5th year.
That's awesome.
I know. I don't. Yeah. When are you ending? We have no idea. So, yeah. So
Well,
far,
it's
so
like-
far so good.
It's like ministry. Is there really ever
No,
a chance
never.
to retire?
No, absolutely not.
You may shift, but
Correct.
Yeah, right.
and this may shift,
Absolutely. Yep.
And it has.
Yes, that's true. It has. Yep.
but you never know. All right, so
That was the most important. Was just that
Oh,
nobody
the-
shows up on Wednesday. But other than that, there's nothing too new. So
sounds good.
can
You don't
dive
have to
in.
click yourself off.
okay,
You
I'll
can stay.
All right, I'll stay right here.
Or what did you just do?
I just put you up too.
Oh, over there.
There you
I'm
are.
like, what the heck just happened? I was sitting there. I was like trying to think of what are topics that we really haven't hit on, and that are things that people deal with or are. And what I mean by are is that you actually, that's your lifestyle. And a lot of times you always stick to a lot of times people want to stick to the same topics, which are like how to overcome anxiety, I do want to talk about those things, and I want to talk about them on a regular basis because so many people live in them, walk in them, or someone knows that somebody knows somebody who is, and oftentimes the more it is addressed, the more you can. By the way, that is a great Alani as far as that.
Is it new?
Oh my gosh, it's
I
lemon
almost
lime.
grabbed the blue, but then I was like,
Well-
it's this one today.
What flavor is that?
I didn't know.
is lime
Like
slush.
it's lemon lime, and it is so good. I saw you drinking it, and I'm always torn.
I know. Me too.
I know that.
Me
That's
too.
so
Blue
funny.
and
Taste it.
green.
It's really good. Blue's good. It's like raspberry or something. It's good.
Yeah.
But
Well, there's two different blues.
Oh.
The blue slush, which is no, that's blue slush. That's
blue slush.
That's the best one. But
Yeah.
the other blue one is not.
You don't know what it is?
It's
I like them both. But I'm just saying. Sorry about this. But Alani is kind of important to us.
Very important.
But so I do want to talk about those subjects because I think that oftentimes you may have somebody new, or maybe somebody is dealing with somebody, and then you say something when you're talking about that topic
Yeah.
that makes people be like, it helps them to minister to that person. There are common things.
100%. Yeah. No, and anxiety, because the thing is, like, you, even just going through different seasons of life, like you overcome anxiety about having babies, and like, okay, now they're getting older. You don't have to like worry about like, are they sleeping? And then all of a sudden something else comes, and now they're putting everything in their mouth. So you like, even though you overcome something, it's like the enemy wants to throw something.
Yeah.
So if you don't like really get it, like, supplement it with the word, and you just are kind of like, you're just kind of like, oh, okay, we're in a new season. So I know, I think it's always a conversation.
It is. I really believe that, because then there's financial.
Yes.
There's so, I know we talk about it a lot, but because, and I try and hit it on different placements of where people might be in it, but it's because, Satan comes against us in our minds.
Yes.
And in our minds is where anxiousness and depression and all these things, we have to take those thoughts captive. Otherwise, they plant seeds in our heart, and then it grows, and then it's like, holy moly. But at the same time, there are so many other topics. Like the one we're going to talk about today, like literally punches me right in the gut. And when Tom preaches this subject, he's talking to me. And I think that I want to talk about other subjects, and so I was thinking about what are some things that I want to tackle, because we oftentimes like flow from a week. It'll go right into from the Wednesday to the Friday, and then sometimes into the following week. I don't have a problem with that. It's just I want to make sure that we're hitting all things. So what I want to address today, or I want to just talk about a little bit, which the girls can get, because I think you're balanced in this for the most part, Tracy. You don't have a problem with this at all, Vanessa.
Maybe.
Because there's people who, there are people who are either one extreme or the other, or somehow learned to be balanced in it. I'm extreme on the one side. So what I want to talk about, so everybody's like, what the crap are you talking about? But it's the addiction to being busy. I love being busy. I love it. I could be a workaholic and thrive in that. What?
Yeah, you're good.
I purpose every single day, and almost every day it happens. But I purpose every single day to spend a certain amount of time in the Word and a certain amount of time in prayer. And we're not talking like 5 to 10 minutes. We're talking an hour with one, an hour with another, and sometimes more than that. Because if I do not, I will work, which is very, very dangerous. Where I think that like there's a healthy balance. Like I would say Vanessa, it leans more to being a Mary than she does a Martha, which is a compliment. It's not an insult by any means. It's actually a huge compliment. Right. It's not that you're lazy. You're not lazy. There are people who are extreme, procrastinators and lazy, right? Then there are people who are solid in just not having to be busy, but not having to be lazy. Yeah. Then there's people who are balanced in, they can be a workaholic, and they can also be a person that is a Mary. Then there's people like me who they have to force themselves. Tracy is more of a balance, because you could absolutely be a workaholic, and like you can work. Like I'm getting stuff from you at night. Do you know what I'm saying? I know. It's not that you don't have your word time and your prayer time. Yeah. But your life right now, you have a business, and like it's way different. Life is very, very different for you. You're kind of all over the place. Yeah. With having a small child, being homeschooler, like there's just a lot of work. So for people like you have to learn to balance that. And I think you do balance it. You can be balanced in both. I have to force myself to be balanced. I don't think you're forcing yourself in that nature.
I think my nature is to like just be more relaxed than it is. But because I've been in seasons where I wasn't doing as much, I felt like when I'm not busy, I feel like I don't do anything. And so like having a little bit of busyness and having a schedule, I actually do much better balancing it, because I only have so much time. Like Monday, I have to do a certain amount of stuff, and Tuesday I have to do a certain amount of stuff. So it actually helps me stay organized when I'm busy, even though I'd rather just not do anything at all.
Okay, because that's the lazy side then.
100%.
Gotcha.
And I've had to learn, like,
not to be lazy.
I don't enjoy it. Like when I sit too long, it starts to like bother, and then I have to get up
that's
and
how
clean.
Tom is.
Yeah.
Tom can be absolutely lazy.
Yes.
love it.
Yes, me too.
Love it. He even can be a procrastinator. He's preached that he can absolutely, but he doesn't feel good.
Right,
When he'll be like that for a while, and he's like, it's so like not comfortable
I think
for him.
for any believer, that's the way it is, because we're not meant to be idle.
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
Like,
It's
so
true.
I think it's a benchmark for everybody, because I feel the same way. Like, if I'm not being purposeful,
Right.
and like for me, no, I don't like busy myself a lot throughout the week, but I make myself available. Like
Okay, but that's a difference, though.
Right.
Keep going.
Yeah, because like on Monday before co-op, I was at the high school at 5:30 a.m. with one of our teenagers walking around the high school praying over the campus, because I made myself available to that.
Right.
Like, and
Yeah,
then I
because
went
you
to
were
the co-op.
looking for something
Not
to
because
do.
I was looking for something to do, but it was like it was presented to me. And how do you say no to a teenager who wants to pray over their campus?
Right.
Like, you don't.
Well, that's the thing, because here's the thing. I will tell you this. Culture tells you that busyness equals success.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what culture will tell you.
100%.
But here's the thing. There's a difference between having a full life
Yeah.
and then and having a fruits of the spirit fruitful life.
True.
Yeah.
There is a definitive difference, which is
I agree.
the difference between, yes, you made yourself busy, but the busyness was about kingdom's work,
Correct.
Yeah.
which produced a fruit.
Yeah.
It did not produce like what I do, which is exhaustion.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there is a difference,
100%.
a lot of difference between fruit and exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we digging into that today?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Good.
Because a lot of people, that's where they live. Even believers, they fill their schedules up so much. And listen, I am preaching to the choir right now.
Right.
I have had to teach myself. You will not and are not going to live like this. You know why I had to teach myself? Because I was flipping tired of Tom preaching it to me on Sundays, like calling me out. Not just me, but
Right.
calling me out and make me look at myself to challenge myself.
Yeah.
Like, that's you, girl. Like, what he's talking about right now, that's you. What are you going to do about it? And then you have some decisions to make. Like, everybody, like, not every service is the Holy Spirit going to drop something in your spirit and say, is that you? Not every service is, but a lot of them are. And when they are, do you kind of like whistle and go, and ignore that? Or do you go, okay, what part of me is that true about? And what am I going to do about it?
Right.
Because the Holy Spirit is speaking through Tom to speak to you.
Right.
And you don't disregard or ignore the Holy Spirit, even if it comes through a man.
Amen.
And I think a lot of people do because they go, that's just a guy. But the Holy Spirit gave him that message for you. Now, a lot of churches, they're kiping off the internet, so it might not be for you. But at the same time, you should have a daily walk with the Lord where he is telling you those things. And I'm telling you right now, like, you guys will probably agree with me, but a lot of times when Tom has said stuff and I know he's speaking to me, the Holy Spirit had already said it to me.
Right.
I just didn't want to listen. I just didn't want to do it, or I was in the process of doing it. It was more confirmation to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
And
You know what's funny about that is like a lot of people say to us, like, sometimes I wonder if somebody told Pastor Tom something, because he was literally giving me the exact example I need. And for you, he actually is speaking probably to you. as well.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, versus like people literally think like, did you talk
yeah.
to Pastor Tom about me? Where you're like, oh no, this is like literally for me.
oh yeah, I will come home and I'm like, I know who you were talking to,
And
he'll be like, what? And I'm like, I know you. When you said that,
Right.
I know who you were talking to. You're talking to me. And he'll always smile at
Yes.
me. And I'm like,
That's
makes
so
eye contact
funny.
with you right when he's saying it.
what is that?
So he like makes eye contact with you in the front row right when he's saying it.
No, he never would. No, he would never do that. He would
That'd be so
never
funny.
do that.
I know he never, even when he's asking you a question, he's like looking like, Hope. Like,
Uh-huh.
Hope, remember.
Like I'm way over there.
I know. Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So if you are a busy person, I didn't say busybody. That's a whole nother subject.
That's
if
another
you-
episode.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
And we talk about that a lot too,
We do.
because that is a destroyer.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
being a busybody in the Bible, holy moly! You want to reap and sow that and find out what you reap from that. Oh my gosh!
Yep. Not good.
Yeah.
Like just shut your mouth.
Yeah.
For me, I'm like, no matter what it is or who it is, like, do you really want that coming back to you?
Right. That's
No thanks.
And none of
So
it
seed
is.
sowed. Yep.
Yeah, none of it
And-
is
but it's all-
worthwhile.
No.
Being a busybody, is that what we're talking
Oh
about?
yes,
It's one of the things that God hates.
I know. Like
Bringing
you're gonna.
discord among the brethren. It's one of the 7 things that God hates.
I don't know. For me, there's nobody that's worth that.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Talk about a peace stealer.
I don't want to. I don't want to do something that God hates.
Even if it's somebody that you loathe. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's nobody I
I-
loathe. So I really. But there have been times in my life that I have actually like had great disdain for people.
Yeah.
And even with that great disdain, I probably didn't shut my mouth. I probably
Yeah.
did run my mouth, but now I think to myself, and I probably don't have disdain for anybody because of spiritual maturity and
Right.
realizing how there's
Right.
no value in any
Right.
of that, and it's
Yes.
such a distraction.
He won't
Such a
let
distraction.
you. He won't. There are
Oh my
many
gosh.
people where the Lord is like, now that has to go.
Yep.
And
not
who wants it?
Yeah. Not only that, you're gonna invite them out to lunch.
Oh,
Exactly.
oh, exactly,
You're going to buy them a present, actually. I'm like,
okay.
oh, all right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, after I've recently had to do this, and once I did it, like it broke,
Right.
completely
Right.
broke,
Right.
and I was just like, oh, okay, and
it helps though.
Yeah.
even though it's hard.
it is the initial like reach out, yeah, for sure.
But you know what's so funny is after you reach out and after you clear the air, man, first of all, you like have such a happiness and a joy and then kind of like a love for that person.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because I remember being so pissed off at different people. I'm thinking of one that the Lord made me take him to lunch. Oh, I was just like dreading it like there was no tomorrow. Made me take him to lunch. Made me tell them I was sorry. This was like 15 years ago, maybe a little bit more. Tell them I'm sorry. They're the one that wronged me.
Oh.
Yeah, but I yapped about them. So even though they wronged me, I ran my smack.
Yep.
So I had to apologize for that.
Yep.
So I did owe them an apology. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I absolutely owed them
Right.
an apology. But I ran my smack, had to apologize, tell them why I was apologizing. And then afterwards, it wasn't like we reconciled and had like this like
Relationship.
or anything.
Okay.
That wasn't the case. But it made me love that person
Yes.
because I couldn't harbor all of that anymore because I had reconciled that.
Yep.
Yeah. It's good.
Yep.
So it really did help. I was like, thank you, God, even
Right.
though I did not want to do this. And they never even apologized.
Wow.
But it didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Like, I didn't get an I'm sorry, but I was like, that's not my problem. That's their problem. I did what I was
Right.
supposed to do. And
Yeah.
like, it's okay.
Right.
But man, I felt great afterwards.
Yes.
I was like,
Yep.
whew, I'm glad that's water under the bridge.
Absolutely.
It's not easy though.
No, it's not.
Very humbling. It's very embarrassing. And it's very humiliating.
Good character building.
It is.
Right?
Oh, yeah. You don't want to repeat that too many
No, you
times.
don't.
Let me tell you.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Nope.
Because I have had to do that. I'm like you. Had to take somebody out that
I know.
it's rough, man. It's rough. It's way easier to go the route of just
Denial.
not even letting anything bother you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Man,
Yeah.
it's way easier to live life like that.
I did life like that, and then the person was still mad at me. So then God made me buy them a present.
Oh, I do remember that.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, you weren't bothered by the person.
No.
They were bothered by you, and then God
100%.
made you buy a
Yes.
present.
Yes. Yes. And I was like, what? Why?
That's flipping funny.
I know.
How'd that work out for you?
Not well.
No, not at all. I gave it to them, and they were like, "What?" And I was like, "I'm just blessing you with this." And they were like, and that was it.
Oh,
that was the
huh.
end of it.
Oh,
I know. I was like, "Okay, God, that was." But I felt great. Like I literally was like,
I did what I was
I can
supposed to do.
stand before God one day and be like,
yeah.
"You told me
You
what to
did.
do.
Yeah.
I don't care about the result of it." And it was heaping coals.
There is
you know?
there is something sweet about loving God so much
Yes.
that you'll do for Him over what you really want to do.
It's been a lot lately.
Man, oh yeah,
It's been a lot
Sorry
lately.
about that.
Yeah.
I haven't really that's not been the case for me.
Yeah, not in this realm, but another realm. But it's good. Like it's so again, it's character building, and it's my true condition of my heart. But like
Yeah.
when things are changing, you're kind of like, ugh, like why? There's so much change, and you just have to remember, like that's life. Like it's good, and change is good. If you want to grow, you're gonna see change, and so you have to remind
Yes.
yourself. But
Yeah.
there is a lot of times where I'm like, okay, refocus. Like, yeah.
It's all going to be okay.
But it is, yeah, and it's great. It just,
But
you have
man,
to
it takes you
refocus.
to the next level.
Oh, 100%.
Like how you handle things and how you
Right.
overcome things.
Right.
Like
It's what unlocks the next level.
it
does.
really
You
is.
can't go into the next level without
I know.
doing those
I
things.
remind myself of that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's such a beautiful thing.
It is. And I think that's why a lot of believers get stuck. It's because they refuse to do the thing that God is wanting them to do. And sometimes it's uncomfortable.
Right. 100%. And then they like the same with busyness. Like this, if you are so
Oh, yeah.
busy,
Then you're gonna
I'm
miss it.
so comfortable in being busy.
right.
I know.
And then, but
Oh,
when you
I
have
love
everything
it.
going in your head, like like I know people that always have music on, always have a sermon on, always are going to the next thing, always looking for the next opportunity. And like, how do you hear God?
Well, that's
Like-
exactly what I was going to say next.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But Tracy, keep going because that's exactly the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe that a lot of people stay busy so they can't hear God. Because if they did hear
Correction.
God, it would force them to change.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It would force them to
Yikes.
like address being a fearful person.
yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
wow.
It would force them to change certain things about their life
True.
that they have grown very comfortable in, just like being busy makes them comfortable.
Because most mornings I wake up and I go downstairs and I have to like tidy up because I do go kind of all night long, and I kind of get more energy at night than I do in the morning. So I'll like tidy up, and I don't turn on anything. I don't listen to anything for the most part.
Yeah.
And I just talk to God like all morning. Like I'm open to hearing from Him. Like I'll think of somebody and then I'll go and like text them or pray for them. But like that's how I communicate with Him. Like it's almost every single morning, and it can be for hours. And I'm like, how do you do that if you always have something going? All like, how do you know who to reach out to, and how do you like? I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
I don't know either because I made a list, and I'm telling you, the thing is it's so funny. I'm telling you right now how God does this stuff is crazy because everything you just said is like literally flows into what my list, which is right here. Like it's freaking crazy. Like how God just I purposely only tell him what the topic of what. Like I texted that to you way last night
Yeah.
Yeah.
I woke up to it.
Me too.
because I was working on this. Like I started working on it at like 3:00 yesterday because I felt like that's what the Lord told me. This is what you're going to talk about: being addicted to being busy, which is again a punch to my gut because I love it. And I don't talk to you. I don't even show you my notes on purpose.
Right.
The Holy Spirit is just so good because oftentimes this is how it happens.
Yeah.
And this is this is not probably just for me. This is for somebody because how would he design these things?
Right. No, absolutely.
But when you're like, because this is how it works for me. When I'm on my walk in the morning, I do an hour walk. And when I'm on my walk, I'm not playing anything unless I feel like I need to listen to a teaching about something specific that I'm walking through.
Yep.
And then I'll turn that teaching on to like help me renew my mind. Okay? But on the average, I don't listen to teachings. I talk to the Lord. I begin with thanks and do the whole thing, right? But if you never take that time, like with what you're saying, here's the thing. When you're faced in silence with prayer and talking to the Lord, you have to address certain things. Like, I'm sure you're doing this, which is I'm doing, because here's my list of the things that I talk to the Lord about when I am having my alone and quiet time with him. And everybody needs to have quiet time. Even if it's just not even praying, it's like renewing your mind. It's using your imagination. We have so much noise going on all the time that quietness ruins our creativity.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
having
like
that
God
now.
made us to be creative.
Right.
So,
yes, 100%.
but when I have this alone time, these are the things that I'll deal with, because I say I don't deal with certain things, but I do, but I don't let them grow. And this is one of the ways that I don't let them grow. I'll address any fears, disappointment. Everybody gets gets disappointed. Disappointment will lead to depression. If you address it with the Lord instead of allowing yourself to be busy or distracted, then you can make it so it doesn't grow. Seeds
good.
don't grow that aren't planted.
Yeah, and that's like right there. Like if you just stop there, because people get really frustrated with themselves when they get angry, and they're like, "Oh, see, I'm still getting angry, and I'm still getting disappointed." And I'm like, "That's so God gets angry." You know what I mean? So like, it's not that. It's what are you doing with it? Are you sinning? Are you going to the next level with it? Are you letting it fester and grow?
watering it?
Right, exactly. So the fact that you're saying you acknowledge it and then you deal with it.
You have to.
That's
It's like as if
excellent.
nobody, what kills me, and I have said this to different people at different times, you understand you're not the only one that has these thoughts or has to go through these very same things. Like you're an anomaly.
Yeah.
Like you're special. No, we all do. It's what we do with it that makes us different.
Right.
You're different because you don't do it the right way.
Right.
That's the reason why. It's not
That's
because
it.
you're so special.
Right.
You're not so special. You've just handled it wrong.
Right.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
People think, I just wish I was like everybody else. Well, then be like everybody else and don't allow a seed to grow
Right.
that shouldn't be planted.
Right.
There's the difference. I'll address fear. I'll address disappointment. I'll address anxiety. I literally just had to tell Tom like a couple nights ago. It was last week. I had to say to him, I don't know what it was, or I probably do if I thought about it, but I won't even think about it. But the other night, I was up all night. I'll be up all night and I'll pray sometimes over different things or different people. This night I was up all night and I was so anxious, which is not me. Like so anxious, my arms were numb from here to my fingertips. I was that anxious. Like when Tommy fights, I'll get so anxious that my whole arms will go numb. Have you ever had like your body be, you're
Right
so
before you get
anxious?
an accident.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's fight or flight,
Yep.
that feeling.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I told him when I woke up that morning, I was like, did you sleep good? Because I had been praying over him. He's like, yeah, I slept great. I'm like, I did not. I said, I'm like shocked, but I was anxious all night long. And Tom was like, because I'm not anxious.
Yeah.
Right.
I said, I have got to get in the word today and I have got to address some specific scriptures over this. This is not,
Right.
I'm not doing this again.
Absolutely
This is
not.
not going to have room in my life.
Right.
So what I did is that day I went and downloaded I don't even know how many scriptures about being anxious, about the renewing of the mind, about being stable in my thoughts. And I sat down and I read them over and I read them over until I had peace, until I knew
Yeah.
that if something came against me again,
Yep.
I would have peace.
Amen.
But I'm like, you have to address these things.
And that's the
That's how
warrior
you do it.
mentality, right? Exactly. Because most people will be like, oh, I'm just anxious. I hope I sleep better tomorrow night. And that's it.
Right. And they
You know,
ignore it and they kind of
do.
just go on with their day.
Right. And that's the warrior mentality
Yeah.
where you take this seriously. You
Literally.
know that what's coming against you isn't proper, isn't good.
spiritual
And-
warfare.
Correct.
Like that is more real than anything we walk in. And I just,
True.
I go back to the last day I ever had a panic attack. And I did exactly what you did. Jeff banished me outside.
That's true.
He did. He's like, get it together, woman. He banished me. Sat outside of my lanai, and I played the goodness of God over and over and over. And I just sat with the Lord. I said, I'm not moving. I'm not moving from this place until this breaks. And I didn't. And I don't know how many hours I was out there. Time didn't exist. And then there was a moment where it broke. And I had my word. And then for a whole year, he had me read Psalm 91 every single morning to set my thoughts, to renew my mind in the morning. I did it for a full year, every single morning, Psalm 91. And that was the last time I ever had a panic attack. I can't even remember the last time. Like, I guess that was it. Yeah. 2020, I think that 2019. Yeah, it was the last time.
too, that is so like that's what you hit it with first. But then the other things is like what you watch.
True.
Yeah.
Tom takes in so much crap for the podcast and stuff like that. You know that the only thing he literally watches right now, he's like, he told me, he's like, he watches Andy Griffith. That's it.
Yeah.
He told me, he's like, I know it sounds crazy. He's like, but it puts me in a different place. It puts me in a different time. And it like brings me peace.
I believe it.
Outside of like, and the man is like, I don't know. He has a set time. Like for 2 hours, he does one thing. And for 1 hour, he does his scripture cards. And then it's like several hours a day he spends in the word. Then he has his own prayer time. Like there's so much of God throughout the day. But then he's even careful. If he turns on the TV, he only watches that. Like, you got to be, or fights, UFC fights.
Yeah.
Which, hello. But
Right,
that's stuff,
because-
like you got to be
Yeah, 'cause
diligent
the
even in
enemy,
that.
Like when you understand, like the art of war is knowing who your enemy is and knowing his tactics. He goes after the mind
Right.
every single
time.
time. He hates you. He hates everybody. And so when you know that, like you guard your mind.
Yes.
Well, and
At
there
all
are certain
costs.
times, like there's like right now since the fall, like there are times where he doesn't watch Andy Griffith. I mean, he can watch the
Hallmark
first
channel.
48, Hallmark, whatever. He can watch like 48 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's not a problem for him. But right now in the season we are
Right.
in,
Right.
there is so much spiritual warfare and there are so many things going on in the spiritual realm, and he feels it, he senses it. And like I was telling the girls before we started the podcast, this is 2020 all over again right now, what we're seeing in this country.
Yeah.
And people need to wake up. Like they need to be diligent. They need to be mindful. They need to be watchful. They need to do some research and investigation and not just believe everything they hear and not everything they see. It's not real what's going on. And so, and this is something Tom has since I think it was like October, November of last year. And there's been things like Satan has pulled out all the stops for us, and even in our own family, pulled out all the stops to try and bring distractions, and which he did in COVID, he did in 2020. Same thing to us in 2020. And lo and behold, look what happened. Like it's like a repeat of things. It's just crazy. You have to be on guard.
Yeah.
You have to be on guard. If you are not, then you are foolish.
Right.
Being busy about making sure you climb the ladder in your job is worthless. But being busy about kingdom business is totally different. And even that can be dangerous.
True.
If you're so busy doing church work that you're not about doing things that in the spiritual realm.
Right.
So we're going to keep going. Grief is another. How many times have we seen people like something dramatic or traumatic or major loss in their life or whatever? Grief will send people just like plummeting.
No rebounds.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's sad.
I have known people who have lost a family member, and it plummets them to depths I couldn't even believe.
Same.
And I'm like, they're in heaven.
Right.
You're going to see them again.
Right.
But do they know it?
Apparently
And
not.
So So when you respond in that way,
Right.
it's like, evaluate yourself, examine yourself. Do you even believe what you believe?
Right.
It's when I'm struggling to this day, I'm so over anxiousness and worry that when it tries to come in, it's like ill.
Right.
It almost like annoys me, and I'm like, wait, what is that? Like, where did that come from? Is first of all, how did it get in? And it's like, I go, okay, so what is this fear associated? Am I afraid of something? I go back, like I examine myself. Am I afraid that God is not as good as he says he is over a situation? And I have to be very honest with myself.
Yeah, because if you are,
Right.
you go in the right direction with it.
Right.
Correct.
If you deceive yourself,
Right.
you keep going in the wrong direction.
Get busy.
Right. And that's how things break immediately. And I don't struggle. I don't toil with anxiousness or worry. Like when it tries to come in, because the weapon will be formed against us, like it will. But when the thought comes in, it's like, that's how you take it captive and you make it obedient.
It's so true. It's so true. There's emptiness that is right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Way to go, Vanessa. Because it is so true.
Just be honest.
Yeah.
If you're anxious over a situation, do you fear that God is not as good as he is? And that he can't handle this situation, that you can't put your trust in him?
But the thing is like people would say to that, but you don't know my situation, and like mine is terminal.
But if you're going to heaven,
I know,
win-win.
We're all terminal.
Yeah. I have an expiration date too.
Is there anybody
outside of somebody who doesn't believe, though?
Yeah.
If somebody doesn't not believe in the Lord, but if somebody doesn't believe in the promises,
Right.
okay, just like you're having a problem with believing in the promises for the terminal person, like if a person doesn't believe in the promises and like long life will I give you, well, they could get hit by a car
Right.
the next day while you're sitting there fighting whatever's terminal.
Right.
Like
True.
it's all the same. It's all
100%.
relative. We all have to overcome something terminal.
Yeah. There's an expiration date.
Yeah.
So
Period.
you got to like believe
Yeah.
that there's a hedge of protection around you, that
Amen.
nothing will come near you, right or
Amen.
left. You'll
Amen.
only see it with
Yeah.
your eyes.
Amen.
Like you have to
Yeah.
believe those things just as much as, I literally have seen people healthy can be, not be here the next day because
Yeah, me too.
An aneurysm
That's
or
what
something.
that's
Well,
the one,
yeah.
yeah, that's happened to us before. Like, went to school one day, and then the next day she had a brain aneurysm, and she's gone.
Like,
yeah, well,
Crazy.
I've known young people that's happened to as well, but I've also known people who've gone to the dentist, had dental work,
Yeah.
and, that are Christians,
Yeah.
have dental work, and like it kills them. It's like what is your faith in?
Right.
I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just saying the facts are if you have cancer or you have something in your body that you believe is going to take you out, just understand anything can take you out.
Right. Literally.
Where's your faith?
I know. It's so true.
True.
I mean, you got to have the faith to know that the word of God is true. Long life will he give you. And like healing. I mean, you've got a better covenant than a lot of people believe, because at least it says on the cross, by his stripes you are healed.
Correct.
Whereas somebody who's worried about being killed in a car wreck, they're not standing on that same thing. Although they should be, because the 10 Commandments clearly says, if you honor your mother and your father, long life will he give you. Yeah. Like, we all have a promise that we can pull from, no matter what we're believing can do something to us.
Amen.
But you at least have it purchased on the cross for you.
Right.
Which is
True.
even a more like stamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
So there's emptiness. I mean, lots of people face emptiness. Like, even at me at different times, I've been like, I'm kind of lonely.
Yeah.
I don't feel it very
I've
often.
had to like counteract this one lately because my kids are getting older, and
They
your
need you less.
imagination is great, but sometimes it's not so great. So I'm like, one day I'm going to be an empty nester. Am I okay with that? Like,
Yeah.
and I get this like feeling like, like sadness.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, no. I'm going to stay present. I'm going to stay in today.
Right.
I'm going to worry. Tomorrow will worry about itself. But
Yeah.
right now I'm going to stay present. And that's why, and it's made me a better mom.
Right.
It's made me a better mom because when they come to me and they, they're like, can we go to Target? Yes. I
Right.
say yes as much as I can.
Yeah.
It's true. Because there's a time where they won't.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in that season too, but my brain always just goes to these kids are going to have like 1 million kids and then I'm going
They
to have
better.
a billion
They
grandkids.
better.
So
Oh
it's
my
like,
word.
you know what I mean? So like my brain just knows
And I'm
abundance.
like, please
I
hold off on that as long as possible.
I know. No.
Sorry to tell you.
She's
right now.
Oh, I
Good.
can wait.
Good. Yeah.
Oh, for a
I can
grandchildren.
definitely
Yeah.
wait.
Well, I don't get a
don't
choice.
Worry, don't
I don't get a
worry. We don't
choice,
want one
so.
anytime soon, so you're good.
Well, you're not married, so that
Yeah.
helps.
You got to get married first.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh.
when we get married.
Thank you,
We don't want
Jesus.
one right after.
Thank you, Lord.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
That's
not
what
ready.
I said, and I got pregnant on my honeymoon.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I'm
But
not,
you did nothing to make that from not happening.
well, that's right.
Yeah,
Truth.
it was very.
There's ways to
naive,
make that happen.
Innocent.
Not happen. You what?
I was very innocent, very naive.
She's just a baby.
I was just
my-
a baby. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
know.
Oh, you did know about the birds and the bees and what it took to have kids.
No. She was sleeping with her mom the night before.
I don't
Literally.
care.
Same bed.
She lived a little precious baby life.
She knew about the birds and the bees because she knew how to get busy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hello.
I actually cried the night before my wedding because
You didn't want to do it. I don't want to be with him. Can I marry you? I mean, can I be married, Mom, and still sleep with you?
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's so funny. And Jeff's like,
and
get
then I
in here.
walked
Yeah.
into
woman."
our apartment that he decorated with Barry White
Oh, no.
singing in the background. Let's get it on.
oh no.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
Were you scared?
I was petrified.
Oh my gosh.
He was not.
He was not. No, he like stole you out of your wedding. He's
Yeah,
like,
I'm
we're
on
out.
the dance floor. He has a taxi waiting for us outside and like drags me out. He's like, come on, woman.
You're
Are
mine.
you kidding me? How long were you at your wedding? Or reception?
A couple hours. But we had a live salsa band and I was on the dance floor with my girls. He's like,
We're out.
That sounds about right for
it's
me.
time.
100%.
I've waited long enough.
Yes.
And you were scared?
I was. Yes. Yes. I 100% was. Were.
Because she's just a
That is
baby.
so funny.
Yeah,
That is so funny.
it is.
I don't remember about me. Probably I was
No,
not.
I was going to say hope.
Probably not.
Probably were not.
100% not.
Nah.
So funny.
I
So
should have
funny.
been, but I wasn't. But I
You're
wasn't.
good. You're ready to go.
Were you scared?
No. I had like 4 kids. No, I had kids. Mine was
what?
a little bit different. I had kids already. Like,
Yeah.
it's my second round.
Yeah, but what's
I'm
your
not
first?
talking. I'm talking about the first time.
You had
Oh,
kids.
I was already pregnant. So, remember?
No, we're talking about your very first time.
Oh,
Were you ever
ever.
nervous or
No.
scared?
That
Ever. I thought we were
time.
still in like.
No, we're not talking about purity.
No.
Were
No.
you scared at all? No. Neither was I. But I didn't do it right.
Correct. Same.
You did.
I
Yes.
did.
I know. You're such a sweet
I
girl. That's what I'm
did.
saying. She's just a baby. She didn't know she could
I
get
know.
pregnant.
She did
yeah.
know.
Did
She knew
you?
how that
Jeff had to have known,
happened.
too.
Come on.
Oh yeah, he did. But
Wait, you knew about
You
it?
just didn't think it
I
would
have
happen
a
the
slight
first time.
advantage now because I can look at my kids' eyeballs and say, "You need to wait,"
I know.
because I'm not going to ask you to do something that I couldn't do.
And I'm like, I'm asking you to do something and I didn't do.
Although, I mean, I did with Tom 3 years.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
that's
Share hell.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my
It wasn't share
gosh.
hell. Actually, it wasn't that bad. It really
Really?
wasn't that. No, it wasn't.
3 years.
3 years.
Oh my
It wasn't.
gosh.
You know what? It really wasn't that bad because I love God so much
I know.
that
It's true.
I was like, I can remember saying to the Lord, I'm like,
Yes.
I will never do that because I don't want to break your heart,
Yeah.
which
That's
would
good.
break my
That's a
heart
good
Yeah.
revelation.
because of everything. When I came back, I realized what I had walked away from and what
Yeah.
I had gained when I came back.
Yeah.
I was like, It ain't worth
so
it.
drastic.
That
yeah,
makes a
for sure.
difference.
It ain't worth it.
Yeah.
Like that's momentary.
Yeah.
What I had with the Lord at that time and still do, long
Yeah.
lasting.
And
Yeah,
that's
that's true.
Jeff's same
Long-lasting.
story. Like he was celibate for me too, for a whole year.
Yeah.
And he promised the Lord, he's like, as hard as I chased women and drugs, I'm going to chase after you. And that's what helped
Kinda- yeah,
keep
you have
him
to
on
go
the
the
straight and
extreme.
narrow.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. Die to yourself.
Amen.
Yeah.
And you'll be very pleased with when you get married. You'll know like the extremes that you'll go for that spouse because you know the extremes you'll go for him. It's really powerful and way different. But okay, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
This is what I pray.
Okay.
If I feel any sadness, which is grief, emptiness, which I used to think like you did, what would life be like when my kids, but my kids haven't left. It's pretty great.
Okay.
I mean, I know they want to, right? But it is what it is. And we give them their own personal freedom. So it's not that hard. But I do know now, because they're older, I do know like what life will look like for me and Tom by ourselves. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Like we're such great friends
Right.
that, I mean, it'll be pretty sweet. It won't be really any different than it is right now. It's just like the door will be open, if you know what I mean. Other than
Better
that,
come knocking.
You better come
all the
knocking.
doors will be locked.
Yeah, when we see those
No one
doors
will have a
closed,
key.
You're out.
Mommy's like running. It's like, nope, 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 nope.
What is that?
When we like come into the house and like either we're like usually not there or like Norma's not there and we like get there and like you guys have the door closed and it's like quiet. We look at each other and we're like,
Wise decision.
don't listen.
It's not always the case, but wise
But just
decision.
in case. But just in case it is.
He's terrified of that.
So when you're gone, when those doors are locked, the front doors, don't
Nobody
use
has
your
a key.
Don't use
Nobody
your key.
has a key.
Well, it doesn't even matter if they are there. Like, ain't no stopping us now.
Yeah, no. But when you're empty nesters,
The door will be open.
there you go.
That's all I'm going to say. I think one of the biggest ones is when you stop and you slow down is where conviction comes in. Like I feel like the Lord speaks to me more in those quiet times about things for myself and the things like, especially when I've been fasting and then I stop fasting. I think fasting has been the biggest and most dramatic change in my life in how I am and how I operate and the person that I've become, along with not working like 3 jobs. Because when you are super busy, you're stretched super thin. And so your patience level is much shorter.
Yep.
You're overwhelmed almost all the time. Like if you keep a pace up and I kept a pace up for a very long period of time because in some ways we had to, but in other ways it was not healthy. And it takes away from you maybe still spending time in the Word, but are you applying it because you're all these things. But I feel like that alone time is more powerful for the conviction part of things than pretty much anything.
True.
Because the Lord really can speak to you one-on-one, heart to heart, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. Like, how do you get convicted when you're learning? And I mean, maybe during worship music, because you can kind of be more like, but when you're learning and putting stuff in and dumping stuff in and dumping stuff in, and like, how's God convicting you? Like maybe through a person,
or in the Word. Like there's times when I'm reading the Word and I go, ouch, that's me.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so in the Word, but on the other, any other time, except for when you're hearing somebody preach and then you hear him say something like in a teaching or something like that, you go, wowzers, I'm missing that right there. But it's way more powerful to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Right.
When
And
you're having a conversation with the Lord.
Right. It might be more specific to what, like, the pastor can say something and it can be like, oh, yeah, I see that. But like, what if God wanted you to work on this first? You know what I mean? And if you just sat with him in the morning, he would have told you that. Yeah. And you could have dealt with that and then this at church. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
it's just being so still and so quiet. Insecurity. I don't deal with a lot of insecurity, but I have dealt with being insecure. I have other people that I know that are very close to me that have dealt with being insecure. And insecurity is very, very dangerous.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know I have been insecure in my life. And it makes you question relationships with people. And that's not healthy.
Right.
Being insecure will make you question your relationship with the Lord and your identity with Him. And a lot of people don't realize that. But if you take that insecurity and you pray about it, the Lord will build you up. And then He'll show you things in the Word because you'll have that conversation with Him. And He'll show you in the Word where you're wrong. Yeah. And you need to be secure in who you are, secure in your walk with Him, secure in your salvation. Because there are so many people that are so insecure. I'm not an eternally secure believer, but I am secure in knowing where my eternity is based on how I live and based on my relationship with Him. And that's where people who are eternally secure do not understand, those of us that don't believe in it, how we can be secure in our salvation for eternity.
Right.
They don't get that.
Right.
Which is very dangerous. I'm going to read you this scripture really quick because we addressed it, and then we're going to close up and move on and finish this up on Friday. But Luke 10:38-42 is about Mary and Martha, and it says, as Jesus and the disciples continued on their way to Jerusalem, they came to a certain village where a woman named Martha welcomed Him into her home. Her sister Mary sat at the Lord's feet, listening to what He taught, but Martha was distracted by the big dinner she was preparing. She came to Jesus and said, Lord, doesn't it seem unfair to you that my sister just sits here while I do all the work? Tell her to come and help me. It's so funny. Either she had already told Mary to come and help her, and she wasn't listening, so she went, or she just went straight for the jugular and went
Right.
and thought Jesus was going to mandate and
Right.
dictate. And ouchie,
Yikes.
mama,
Yeah.
because she's the one that got the pushback. She's the one that got the correction. It says, but the Lord said to her, my dear Martha, you are worried and upset over all these details, which is me right there. Like this has been, like, I can't tell you how many times I've read the story and go, this is you. This is you. This is you. There's only one thing worth being concerned about. Mary has discovered it, and it will not be taken away from her. So the thing is for me, Martha, she wasn't doing anything like bad. I mean, she really wasn't. Her heart was in the right place. She wanted to honor the Lord and give Him a very good meal and do right by Him. But what He preferred and what He wanted more was what was not what she was doing, which was serving Him, working, preparing. Just didn't. That's all busy. That's all busy and distraction. And what the Lord really preferred is for her to just come and like soak in His presence and take in all that He had to say. He was only on the earth for such a short period of time, and I don't know if they realized how short it really was. And so He knew the value in the words that He was saying and his presence being there, the value of that, and she didn't. And I don't want that to be me.
Yeah.
I want to understand the value of who He is and who He is in my life all the time. And when I stay busy, I can't do both.
Right.
You can't do both. So I want to be a Mary because Mary did understand it. Vanessa has understood it. You understand it a lot more than me. And I am now understanding it, but for most of my life, I have not. And man, as soon as I grabbed hold of it, I still have to fix myself. I have to check myself. I have to like make myself be purposed in doing this. But that's a sweet spot.
Yep. Very much.
That's a sweet spot to stay in that place. So if it's not you today, start it.
Right.
because there's power in it. Obviously, look at Vanessa. Vanessa overcame anxiety by just being in his presence.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
In a
Amen.
moment.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
hope. There's something that comes from it. It's very positive and very powerful. So busyness doesn't get you anywhere, but we'll finish up on that with Friday. Do you guys want to add anything to any of that?
I'll wait.
Yeah.
Come back Friday.
Oh, my word.
Some groundbreaking truths.
Oh, my gosh. I'm going to vomit. All right, people. We will see you on Friday. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Real talk.